Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
As usual, I am your host, Afriyie. So today we're going to talk about two Ghanaian players, Thomas Partey and also Afriyie Acquah. Now, Thomas Partey, we all know, is still getting accustomed to life in the English Premier League after that final day move on the 5th of October to Arsenal. He has been talking about it this week again with Sky Sports. He reveals how the final days ensued at Atletico Madrid and how he eventually ended up with the Gunners, who he has played for now on 3 occasions, making his first appearance in the Premier League against Manchester City in that 1-0 loss. His debut game at home unfortunately ended in a 1-0 loss as well to Leicester City. He has played in the Europa League and was a man of the match in his first game for Arsenal. He was talking to the Premier League on how things ensued on the final day. I'll be revealing that to you as well. We'll also be talking about Ghanaian player Afriyie Acquah. And now Afriyie Acquah is one of the players who is doing pretty well for himself in Turkey with the Yeni Malatyaspor. Performances of Ghanaian players abroad. I have been talking about him here on the channel. And now Afriyie Acquah has revealed in this interview with Max FM that AKONNOR has not even called him up before on phone since his appointment to the Black Stars head coach position. He has not been called by coach AKONNOR before. He feels that the Black Stars probably he warrants a call. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the man of the moment, man of the past few months recently has been Thomas Partey. After that big money move from Atletico de Madrid to Arsenal, he has been doing pretty good for himself against Arsenal, though it hasn't been a great start to life in the English Premier League. 2 losses in his first 2 games in the Premier League has not or will not be how he would have wanted to start life in the Premier League, but I'm sure things will get better as he plays on with Arsenal. And now in this interview with Sky Sports this week, he reviews how the final days for him were with Atletico Madrid. He reviews how the transfer deadline day was. At a point he did not think the transfer would go through, but eventually it did pull through, and he was speaking in this interview with Sky Sports talking about his chef in Madrid, the capital, who was eager for him not to leave. He begged Thomas Partey not to leave the capital, Atletico Madrid. But Partey's agent apparently on the final day of the season said they had to go. The move was going through, and Thomas had to now pack his bags and leave Atletico de Madrid. The Ghanaian player Thomas Partey has discussed his final day move from Atletico Madrid to Arsenal. Now, although Arsenal had long been interested in bringing Partey to England, no one expected them to land him that late in the transfer window. They had tried all summer to get Atletico Madrid to sell him, but the Spanish side kept insisting that the Gunners have to pay his release clause. Arsenal tried to sign Leon Oa instead, but it did not fall through, with Oa opting to stay with Leon in the end. They eventually returned for him, and he became an Arsenal player with only a few minutes left before the end of the transfer window. He has now revealed that everything happened so fast, detailing a story of how a chef in Spain begged him not to leave the Spanish capital, and his agent had to assure the chef that he will be staying. This is what he said: "I was not thinking of anything. I was okay. I was talking to a friend that I train with to go and train in the morning, and then my agent called me. He said, no, we have to go to this place to sign the paper. In case we have to sign some papers for you and you are not there, we will sign for you." So in the morning we went there. We did that. Since we went out from the morning, we could not come back home, he added. We went to a restaurant to eat, and the chef was like, "Don't leave us today." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Today is the deadline day. Do not leave us today." And I think my agent knew something about that and was like, "Nothing will happen, don't worry." So we went to sign the papers, we went to eat, and I think they talked to Edu. And Edu said, no, we have to do it today. I was like, how are we going to do it today? And we had to go now to the medical, and that's how everything happened. So Thomas Partey there detailing how he became an Arsenal player. Quite interesting events there he outlined there. He had to do everything. It was so quick and rapid. He at one point did not think the deal would go through, but eventually it has gone through. He is enjoying life in the Premier League right now with Arsenal. Not the best of starts to his Premier League career though. This weekend they will be facing Manchester United, and midweek he was rested in that Europa League fixture. He will be back for this clash versus Manchester United. The first true test for him, I think Leicester and Man City were a great test, but this rivalry with Manchester United, who they have not won at their home in 14 years, will be a great one to see him in midfield battling it out with the likes of Fred Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in there for Manchester United. We'll see how that game goes, but this was Thomas Partey speaking with Sky Sports on how he ended up being an Arsenal player. It was all in the last minute. He was not aware of it until the last moment. That's quite interesting. To my next story, it has to do with the Ghana Black Stars and the call-ups. I've brought you detailed videos on the Black Stars call-ups and everything. And this time around, we are going to look at another player. He is in the person of Afriyie Acquah. He played for the Ghana Black Stars under Coach Kwesi Appiah in the AFCON 2019. But he says since the appointment of AKONNOR, he has not gotten a call or whatever from AKONNOR. He is doing well, captain of Yeli Malatyaspor this season, and he has been doing amazing things for the Turkish side. I think a call-up is due him, but he's one of the players that AKONNOR and co would like to phase out. But with the recent addition of Harrison Afful, Barbara Man, and John Boy, I think Afriyie Acquah is thinking that probably he might have a shout in there. Now the Black Stars and Yeli Malatyaspor midfielder Afriyie Acquah has said Ghana coach AKONNOR has not called to discuss anything about the national team with him since his appointment. He was speaking in an interview with Max FM. 3 Black Star squads have been named since AFCON 2019, and he has not been in any of them. The 2015 AFCON finalist says he's not worried about not being invited, but is working hard to ready himself for a subsequent call-up and will honor it if he is invited. This is what he said. I always say the national team is not for one person. There are many Ghanaian players, but this is not like a club football. So a coach needs a group of people who will play together for a long time, and so they get to know each other well. I have no issues on not being called, but anytime I am called, I will give my all. I always do. Since we returned for the 2019 AFCON and changed coaches, the new coach has not called me on phone yet to discuss my return. Nevertheless, I am still working hard so that anytime I am called, I will honor the invitation. And when asked if he merits a call-up at the moment, he replied, of course. Everyone watches football. I'm doing well. Anyone who knows me knows what I can do. Ever since the season started, I play week in, week out. He has played 6 matches in the Turkish Super League. He is the club's assistant captain after joining on a permanent deal this summer from Italian side Empoli. He has 36 caps for the Ghana Black Stars and has a return of 1 goal. So Afriyie Acquah there, he feels he has a shot at being called up into the Black Stars, and the Black Stars and its controversies keep on giving. The Black Stars, the gift that keeps on giving. But do you think Afriyie Acquah deserves a call up into the Black Stars? I for one feel, based on performances, yes, he deserves to be called up. But in that midfield position, we have so many good players. But with Emmanuel Lomote being called up, Afriyie Acquah has all the right to ask for a call up into the Black Stars. He did more than deserves a call up into the Black Stars, in my opinion, if we are calling up players like Emmanuel Lomote. No disrespect to Emmanuel Lomote, I am sure he deserves the call up, but obviously there are people who are better suited than he is, in my opinion, and I don't think anyone can dispute that. But hey, coaches, national team coaches at least, call players who they feel will suit their system. And if Lomoto is that kind of guy for AKONNOR, then so be it. But Afriyie Acquah here says he deserves a call up. Let me know what you think in the comments box on this one. So that has been it for today. Thomas Partey recounting his final days at Atletico Madrid and the final deadline day move. A chef begged him not to leave the club and not to leave Madrid. He eventually left and joined Arsenal. And Afriyie Acquah says AKONNOR has not even given him a call to consider him being called up into the Black Star squad. Let me know your thoughts on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.